Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I want to do a couple movie reviews now today. Later today, in about like it's 12:18 right now, in about 42 minutes. So let's go out and head out with John. First time hanging out with John since Halloween. Now, because of like, you know what's going on. But John's come over a few times. We talked for a while. Kind of something like an hour and a half out on the porch, and dropped off Christmas stuff, and then I did a couple videos with him. I talked, and it was cool. Uh, but it's an awesome hanging out with them again. And now the movie that I'm going to talk about is a movie called Intruder, and then 350 Days. And now Intruder, I'm going to tell you a story about Intruder. I never heard of the film before until when I got in the army for a couple of years. Employment was, and I remember I got into the underground fanzines like Black Start Media. I mean, Gore Gazette and one other one, and I can't remember what it was. Well, anyways, oh, the other one I ordered a copy of Face of Death 4 from the guy, right? I got it, and then I remember watching it a year later. They showed Face of Death 4 at the theaters in '93, I think, or '94, at West Erie Plaza for a week, and then at Prescott Drive-In for a week. I mean, and in the Prescott Drive-In, they had a double feature with The Crow. It's Face Death 4, then The Crow, but I only played a week. Well, anyways, what happened was the Intruder was, I mean, I got involved in these fanzines. I started ordering, they would sell like, to help raise money, they would sell like uh, VHS tapes of different movies, and a lot of those movies I'd never seen before. I was trying to catch up with like Fulci, Argento and stuff like that. And I had a perfect chance to do that. And there was a movie mentioned called Intruder, and it was like had some of the Evil Dead members in it. I mean, like Sam Raimi, who directed Evil Dead, starred in was one of the people in the movie, along with his brother Ted Raimi, who basically did this comedy stuff and then made weird faces while chopping up, very reckless. And Bruce Campbell had a cameo in it, and it was directed by Scott Spiegel, and that's how I found out about it. I wanted to make sure it was the same movie, but I heard about that, and it had like I think that he was doing like an uncut version of it or something like that, and I knew it mostly what I knew about was about like it's like a stalker type film in a grocery store, which I think is a really unique premise. Like like they had like shopping mall, like in Dawn of the Dead or something like that. They what I assume is what they did was they rented that place out at night to make the movie. I assume grocery store. That's what they did for Dawn of the Dead. And when I said mall horror, I don't mean that Eric's what Phantom Mall Eric's Revenge. That movie sucked. That sucked. I wouldn't say it was good. And boy, I saw it. I said, boy, this movie sucks. I mean, he had Morgan Fairchild in it, which was nice, but that was it. But anyways, with Intruder, I never seen it before. I never been able to find it in a video store or anything like that. I looked all over. I didn't order it from Sean, from Black's Heart, and and then I saw like little clips of it from. They had some. I think they had some slashers thing, or they showed clips from that, and or something about Sam Raimi. I can't remember. And then I was looking on. They had full moon features, and this is just by accident because I forgot about the movie. It's one of the one I've been wanting to see this since '91. I just forgot about it. And it's going through Tube TV. I found out like Tube TV had movies I've been looking for like that. Shark Encounter of the Third Kind, and also Blade, the Iron Cross. Looking all over that, I didn't think to look at Tubi TV. I didn't know they had a full moon features section in there too, where they showed a lot of full moon stuff. I went through there and it said Intruder. I never heard of that one before. I pretty much know a lot of that full moon stuff, at least up until when it first came out in '88 or whatever, till at least the time I was in the army. I read a lot of full moon stuff. Full moon Intruder. They must have bought the rights to it or something. Because it said Phantom Productions, Full Moon. And then that was the movie I've been wanting to see. And I turned on just to make sure. And it was, I see Scott Spiegel, K&B, one of the K&B's early movies. And I remember at the live stream, I was telling the Grandma Ducky about that. Well, I was telling Spoof, too, about Intruder on Tubi TV and also Grandma Ducky. I got to tell Demonic about it. It's on Tubi TV, and she said she's going to go watch it. And then I asked her if she could tell me how it is, or she could watch this review and comment there. I mean, basically it's about a group of people in the working in a grocery store late night, and apparently there's a killer inside. I mean, I don't want to give away a lot of stuff, and there's lots of really cool inventive kills. Now with the blood and gore, because I know Demonic does that Gorehound Sunday thing. I gotta watch her last video. I haven't done it yet. I gotta watch it in comments. Well, anyways, she does that, and it's weird. The movie's only 87 minutes, right? And there's no real bloodshed shown until the second kill, and that's like 40 minutes in the movie. And then it really gets going, and it builds up a good funhouse atmosphere, which I really like. And don't watch the trailer. The trailer gives away too much. Don't watch the trailer for it. And but before that, this girl's having a problem with this guy. And, I mean, the movie's pretty well, lots of really creative stuff and well done, but the one thing that I think they really screwed up on was the fight scenes turned the first half. There's like 3 or 4 fight scenes, and it doesn't look right. I mean, they just didn't, I don't know, it just didn't look, it took me out of the movie because it looked fake. The fighting scene looked, and the way they had, like, the sound effects, it just didn't gel right. I mean, that was the biggest problem in the movie with me, but, I mean, it's a great movie. But like I said, I don't want to give away too much. I liked the movie. I give it because of the fight scene are messed up, I give it a 9.5 out of 10. But I think Demonic would like, I think Spoof would like it. I mentioned to her on the live, because Don Knotts, Dang Panther was in there. And then Abacab said that I don't know. I mean, I don't know the genders of some of the people who comment, you know. I don't ask, it's not my business. I would say she. She said, I thought it was 87. It said 89, Intruder, and it's on Tubi TV. Full Moon must have bought the rights to it. Just like I know with Mother's Day, the Charles Kaufman movie, that's Lloyd Kaufman's brother. He only made one movie back in 1980, right? And I know Lloyd said he wished his brother would have made more movies, but he made one movie, and that was shown by United Film Distributions, or Laurel, people who distributed Dawn of the Dead. And then they had a big, like, a rebroadcast in 81 that says, they said, can you stand the dawn along with the day? And it was like a double feature, Dawn of the Dead and Mother's Day. But it's both got those ads at the bottom saying, this film contains no sex, but there's scenes of violence in it may be considered shocking. So no one understands. If a movie's like super gory and gets released without rating, usually the MPA will put that on. That was back in the 80s, though. The 70s and 80s. And that was the same for, like, Zombie. Night of the Zombie, which ended up being Hell of the Living Dead. Tenement. I'm sure there's one on the Face of Death 4, too. But, I mean, I didn't see it. I didn't see a full-page ad. I just saw it was playing down there. They didn't have a full-page ad for it. But I give it a 9.5 out of 10 for... Intruder is really good, and there's really creative stuff in it, but the trailer gives too much away. And then my second movie I want to review is a movie called 350 Days. Now, I saw also on Tubi TV, just by accident. I can't remember if I was punching and stuff. Well, I mean, I was screwing up because I was looking up 365 days or 364 days, which is wrong, the wrong number. I had to go back and it said 350 days. And basically that's a movie, thing about how many days, well, back then, how many days on the road a wrestler spends. Because there's only 365 days a year, and it's 350. And the grueling life of wrestling, or being a pro wrestler on the road and stuff. Anyways, Pebbles, if you're watching, like, I don't know, it's weird whenever it shows green on there, it does have, like, pixelate. Like that. I don't know why it does that. Oops. I don't know why it does that, but it does that for green on the Logitech camera. Anyways, what was I gonna say? But it interviews a lot of wrestling. The sad thing is, usually if I see stuff about wrestlers, I look and see them on there. I know that some are passed away. Like they had like George the Animal Steel, Jimmy Superfly Snuggin. I think they both passed away. Well, I know George did. George the Animal Steel. Well, he even did a video. Like he did a video that after he passed, that he had his kids put up like 2 or 3 months, and he said, "If you've seen this now, it means I'm." Well, he said I'm dead. I'm passed away, but he was very happy to go in the kingdom of heaven and stuff like that. I mean, it's a spiritual video. He's actually really smart. He's not that guy you see on those shows. But I will say, like, he talked to his kids, and he says his kids are good collegiate wrestlers, but he told them if they get into pro wrestling, he said he'd break their legs. Because he don't want them to experience that life. No, it talks about the grueling life on the road. Lots of interviews. Leaping Lenny Poffo's in it. Marty Jannetty's in it. Boy, he looks screwed up. He looks messed up. I mean, not messed up like drugs are out. I mean, he looks like he was stoned, whatever, when he was doing it. His face was all red. And they called him Party Marty, I guess. Oh, Greg the Hammer Valentine, who I got his autograph. His autograph was like $45 at the Comic-Con. Brad the Hitman Hart. I mean, a lot of well-known wrestlers, some I never heard of before, like Ox Baker. And Ox Baker, when he was on, he always seemed like he was in character. Maybe that's just the way he talked. I don't know. And he said his wife told him to write a cookbook, and he did it. Sold 3,000 copies. That's cool. But talks about life on the road with wrestlers that have interviews. And, it's really, I mean, I like the movie. I'm going to say, there was another comment I was going to say. But Leaping Lenny Poffo said, like, he didn't go to any parties or anything like that. He said a lot of wrestlers, it helps it, when they start drinking and doing drugs and stuff like that, it helps, it doesn't help. It hurts. I mean, like their wealth and their, whatever money they had. A lot of, just spent all their money on drugs and stuff. The wrestlers. But it's a fascinating movie. I really liked it. It's really good. Is that UPS? Oh, no, that's my neighbor's motorcycle. Well, anyways, I love that movie, 350 Days. I think it's like close to 2 hours. I don't know why I never heard of this before, because it was made a while back. When was it made? 2015 or 2017 or something like that? I would love to show it. My dad would like that if he was still around. IMDb. Let's see. 350. Let's see, 350. Oh, no, it was made 2018. Okay. It was 350 Days, Legends, Champions, Survivors. I'm going to call it 350 Days. But it's a brilliant movie. I loved it. I give it a 10 out of 10. Without a doubt, I give it a 10 out of 10. I don't know if you hear my... Oh. I made sure Rita knew I was live. Oh, that happy dance is so cool. That's so funny. Okay, now where am I at now? I get distracted and stuff like that. I gotta go. I'll be hanging out with John soon. So I'll be like, this video bye. Till next time, please take care of my legion. Like I said, sometimes you find out movies just by luck or something. Because I completely forgot all about Intruder. I really did. It's just like, because I don't remember Full Moon having that. I was like, I don't know when they bought the rights to it too. It was independent. That was actually pretty bloody. Once it gets going, like almost like 40 minutes in, and then it starts going. I mean, but the whole movie's interesting though. But like I said, whenever it starts going, it creates a great funhouse atmosphere. It's fantastic. And mostly there's a couple parts I laughed at though, because I have a weird sense of humor that were kind of funny. My dad would laugh too, because he's a little bit out there too. But it's a cool movie. And there's one scene I really like that they show in the trailer and they ruin it. But I hope you like this review. The review of Intruder. A movie I've wanted to see since. No. In 191 it was summer of '92. That's when I started getting into the. Remember getting a subscription to Fangoria and getting into the Underground Fanzine within the summer of '92. I've been wanting to see it since '92, so I've been wanting to see it for a while. And it was cool that Abacab knew exactly what I was talking about. That was fantastic. And hopefully, Grandma Ducky, if you see this, let me know in the review if you want to do. I mean, in my review, if you want to leave a comment, whatever you want to do. It don't matter. I hope you liked the video. Bye. Till next time, please take care, my legion. Going on too long. Going on too long, dude.